At Raumland, we as a family stand for a high quality product, sparkling wine. My name is Marie-Luise Raumland and we are here in Beisheim in Rheinhessen. I'm the CEO and winemaker of Sekthaus Raumland, which is our family business. Yeah, well, I'm the CEO since 2019, but before there was a long journey. So I started studying at WHU in 2010 and I finished my bachelor degree in 2013. And after that, working for different companies, such as a consulting firm or the consumer goods industry. And after my gap year, I started enology, so winemaking in the south of France in Montpellier. My parents founded our sparkling wine company and winery back in 1984 out of nothing. So they were quite entrepreneurship driven and they had this one vision. And I think this kind of formed me also during my childhood. So I knew when I had to decide for a study program, it had to be something around entrepreneurship. And when I had this vision in mind, I looked for different universities and suddenly the WHU came up. Besides studying at WHU, I had this idea and vision in mind to also bring my hobby to the other students. So I founded this winemaking club called In Vino Veritas, where I organized different wine trips, blind wine tastings. I invited winemakers and wine merchants to also show the others that wine is actually an important part in business as well, specifically if you are with your future working colleagues for a dinner. It's always good to have a great wine choice. Back during my bachelor degree, I learned a lot about how to develop strategies, how to build on scale, how to judge your business based on numbers. And then I arrived here. And suddenly I realized that our business is much more dependent on other factors, not only numbers and Excel tables, but also on nature. And sometimes nature determines on how our year goes. When I joined the family business, we had lots of discussions within the family of how to continue, of what's our vision. And we decided that no matter what happens, quality is always the most important factor because we want to produce really high quality sparkling wine. So sometimes this factor is much more important than the quantity, the growth, and the business-minded strategy that might be behind. It's more about the product itself and what our name stands for. Still today, my father says that it took him 35 years, so his whole career, how to learn to do it. And I think this is also the idea that we have. We cannot learn everything in 1 year, because in the winemaking business, you take a decision once a year. You have the harvest once a year. And only a few years later, you realize whether the decisions that you took were the right decisions. So there's quite a time gap between your decision and the result. It's against all rules and you really have to follow your heart sometimes, and the learning curve is really, really long. This is the advice I would give, to always follow the passion and really test different steps in your career, but sometimes it takes a while until you find what you really, really love doing. In the end, WHU really helped me to find my real passion, namely winemaking, and I'm really happy that it guided me to this way.